as a pitcher, you're not going to give in. You don't just want to throw a strike. You want to make your pitch, and you want to make the pitch or the hitter have to go out and hit it.
Wilkie did not homer a year ago. He ended up driving in 5 runs. 3-2 pitch, skied on the infield and actually behind home plate where the catcher Smith watching it go back behind home plate. The wind certainly a factor. When that ball first went off the bat, it was up above just inside the first base line, it appeared. There were a lot of backspin, but a pretty stiff wind blowing right in from right center field.
Yeah, you can see the flags blowing straight towards us. Probably a beneficiary of the wind right there. Usually you think about that as a ball blowing over the fence, but hey, take it on a foul ball.
So we'll do it again. I think a lot of folks here in the ballpark had their heart in their hands as that one originally was struck by Wilkie, who looks at ball 4, and the Tigers have him loaded. And keep in mind, all of this started with 2 men out and no one on. But Beer was hit by the pitch. Williams followed with a double. Jolly a 2-run RBI single. The pinch hitter Hall came on and with 2 outs stole second. Grayson Bird was intentionally walked. And now a 3-2 pitch for ball 4 for Kyle Wilkie. Bags are full, and Brian Murphy will make that call to the bullpen with his team in a big-time jam. And they will go to Wade Strain, a sophomore out of Burke, Virginia. And he will try to get the 27th out in this game and preserve an opening victory for a William & Mary team that took a scoreless game in the 5th inning and made it 3-0 when Ryan Hall hit a 3-run homer. And for all intents and purposes, that's the swing that chased the Tigers starter Jacob Hennessy, who struck out the next batter, then was lifted. Tigers getting their first run of the game at the bottom of the 6th. Bryce Teodosio coming home on a Drew Wharton sacrifice fly. But William & Mary again made it a 3-run game, building a 4-1 lead on the RBI double by Zach Pearson. That brought home McDermott, but here in the 9th, there's 2 Tiger runs delivered by Jolly and a chance to tie it or win it. Wade Strain, 12 games a year ago as a freshman, 2-1 record. You see the 16 strikeouts and 17 innings. And when you're a mid-major like William & Mary, granted it's the first game of a 3-game series, but you've got a Power 5 team, a team that's in the top 25, ranked as high as number 12 and one of the national rankings. And even though it's only February, these are the kind of wins, if you can hang on to them, that could make your resume look great as being maybe a 3rd team or an additional team to get a bid out of the Colonial.
Exactly. And you want to capitalize on the opportunities you have. I think they had a great chance to win this game. Unfortunately, haven't made the plays late down the stretch. There's still a lot of game left and some pivotal points. But how would you like to be this pitcher coming in, inheriting bases loaded, 3-2, down by 1 or up by 1 run in the 9th inning? It's pretty difficult.
And because he doesn't have experience from the left side in his bullpen, the head coach for William & Mary, Brian Murphy, forced to go to a righty with the left-hander Cromwell coming up. Cromwell, 0 for 1. He came up as a pinch hitter for Green back in the 8th. On the first pitch, he hit a hard shot to the first baseman Treab, who fielded the grounder and ran to the bag for the out. But another opportunity here in a big situation.
You're right. Regardless, just a coaching philosophy, regardless of the right or left-hand matchups, you want to go with the guys that have been out there. You want to go with the guys who have experience and who you have confidence in, especially, leading off or in the opening game, you want to go with the guy that you feel good.
Cromwell will be the first one to tell you that his debut season in a Clemson uniform last year wasn't what he was hoping for when he came in from Santa Ana Junior College. The guy who was a 3rd baseman and now primarily a first baseman, although he was inserted in the field in this game in 3rd after he pinch hit. He is somebody who could be a big factor from the left side of the plate for this Clemson team. First pitch to him, taking strike 1.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. You want to come in here and throw strikes. There's a lot of pressure to get this out, obviously. You just want to get that first fastball in on the hands like you started off with.
And that one gets away. Here comes Hall, and the game is tied. Bird moving to 3rd. And Kyle Wilkie to 2nd. Tigers celebrating. We're even at 4. Clemson coming off the deck, down 3 runs down with 2 outs here in the 9th, but have rallied to tie it, and now a chance to win it.
Yeah, this one just slips away. Able to score a run. Smith couldn't keep it in front of him. That's just a little hard. It's hard to block those balls with velocity that are down in the dirt. It just doesn't give you a lot of time to react.
So there is a base now open. Cromwell, though, with a 3-2 count. And he stays alive. Of course, he goes back to the top of the order, and Logan Davidson, who's singled in his previous 2 plate appearances, including the leadoff this 9th inning before he was erased on the double play that Wharton grounded into. And you see that time, Cromwell able to get it off the fist.
Yeah, still a big at bat for Cromwell. He's to keep his same approach. Just a single wins it. Just keep that in mind.
I jumped ahead of myself. It's actually Teodosio waiting on deck. And a swing and a miss, and we'll head to extra innings. Well, Cromwell standing the plate at least saw the Tigers extend this game. Clemson was down 4-1 with 2 outs in the 9th, but we head to extra innings in a 4-4 ball game. So we go to extra innings to start out this 2018 campaign, and wow, what a rally for the Tigers in the home 9th. It started out great when Davidson reached on the leadoff single. Wharton worked the count, but eventually grounded into a double play. But then Tigers were able to reach. Seth Beer was hit by a pitch. Chris Williams got him over to third base with that double. Robert Jolly, who had not gotten a hit in the ball game and had struck out twice, then dunked one into left to make it a 3-2 game. Hall, the pinch runner, the freshman for the Tigers, Sam Hall, gutsy move by Monty Lee to send him. Hall eventually made his way to third, came home on the wild pitch, and that tied the ball game. Cromwell had runners in scoring position but could not deliver the winner there, but the Tigers with new life, and now Riley Gilliam, the would-be Clemson closer, and this is what you do when you're in a tie game at home. You bring your closer in the late innings where you're tied. It could be the 9th inning, or in this case in the 10th inning, and you see what Riley did a year ago.
Yeah, you want to keep the ball game tied right now. Give your offense a chance to put one more run up coming off that momentum in the 9th inning.
So those guys get to see some more baseball, and at least one of them is holding a glove, and that means an opportunity for more foul balls, which is something you're always trying to do. It'll be the top of the order for William and Mary, and Ryan Hall, the right fielder who did this back in the 5th inning. Boy, that thing just jumped out of here. Yeah,
he hit it really well. It's always awesome feeling to hit a home run, especially in opening day. You know, the crowd's always going to be packed, and you know, hitting a home run anytime's pretty good feeling. But you know, Ryan Hall does have that power. You have to be careful, make good pitches, probably stay away from him, not let him get his hands out and hit the ball in front.
Tiger team that a year ago was just 3-16 when trailing after 7, so they're trying to get off on the right foot in that regard. In extra innings a season ago, the Clemson team was 4-1.
I think home field advantage plays a lot in these extra innings. It's tough to go on the road and win, especially whenever you start playing long innings and people are in the crowd cheering. It kind of seems like the home team gets the advantage a bit.
Of course, Tiger fans know all about the velocity that Riley Gilliam possesses, but you don't want to throw one too good to this guy Hall, because he can turn on it. Extra inning games a year ago, the Tribe played just 2 of them. They were 1-1.
Yeah, Riley's got a live arm, live fastball. I think the thing you watch whenever a guy comes out with velocity is they speed guys' bats up, and then you fall in danger of, if you don't throw that breaking ball quite right, it'll get the hitter on time and they could possibly run into one.
Gilliam those good strikeout numbers last year, but that makes the count 3-2 to Hall, who has some decent speed, so you don't want to put him on.
Yeah, you want to make them earn their way on base. make them hit the ball, come out there, stay in the strike zone.
Payoff pitch, called, strike 3. Drop one in there off speed.
And that is a devastating breaking ball right there. I don't know if you could hit that one. A good breaking ball like that, practically unhittable, located in that area. And that just, in your mind as a hitter, you see a guy come out there and throw that pitch 3-2. It puts you in a bind because he can throw his fastball for a strike, and then you're throwing that breaking ball in a crucial count for a strike. It's hard to create an approach as a, opposing hitter.
Brandon Riquet, the best hitter who returns from a year ago for this team. He was second on their ball club with a .337 average. Their top hitter a year ago was their second baseman Cullen Large, who was a 5th-round draft pick by Toronto. But it's been a tough start to 2018 for Riquet. He has struck out in 3 of his 4 times up, and now is behind here in the count 0-2.
Yeah, seems Riley feels comfortable out there. Obviously a guy who's had experience before and is talented. He knows what he's doing and is used to pitching late in these ball games.
Swing and a miss. Tiger pitchers have done quite a job. 13 strikeouts of William and Mary batters in the ball game, and 2 in a row to start things out of the 10th for Gillum.
Yeah, just a high fastball. This one clocked at 95 miles per hour. And it looks so good coming out of his hand, and then you swing, and it's by you. That's the heat, the high heat.
Actually now 14 strikeouts of the Tribe by this Clemson staff. Patrick Ryan, 1 for 4 in the ball game, and was just able to get a piece of that fastball. Well, as noted, Monty Lee of Clemson, Brian Murphy of William and Mary, the 2 head coaches, did once participate in a 27-inning ball game when Lee was at Charleston in the first season as the head coach for Murphy at William and Mary.
They're no strangers to extra innings. Hopefully this one doesn't go 27.
As Murphy joked, he's probably one of the few teams that's ever lost a lead in the 20th inning of play, which his team apparently did. Texas and Boston College played, we believe, 29 innings for the longest game all time, and Danny Everett says no, and in this case we'll chalk it up to acting that just wasn't prime time for Patrick Ryan as we approach the prime time hour.
I mean, if you're going to get hit by a pitch, I would choose the breaking ball. 95 in the elbow doesn't feel good. I don't know. I don't know if this grazes him. It looks like it barely misses him.
Brian Murphy might have just noted the grazing part of that. First of 3 on the weekend for these 2 ball clubs, and Sunday's start kind of a different start time because there's a men's basketball game at 1, so it's a 3 p.m. ball game on Sunday. So we started this afternoon at 4, 2 o'clock on Saturday, and then 3 p.m. Sunday. And foul ball, so the 2-2 count.
Yeah, as a hitter right now, you have to do everything you can to get on first base. Pitching, obviously, you just want to keep coming after him. Riley Gillum, he knows what he's doing. He's been there before. He's going to try to throw strikes. Looks like he just slips up right there.
And in that situation, the balk will not apply. So the count holds at 2-2. With the cleanup hitter, Hunter Smith, on deck. And Ryan doing a good job to keep fouling off those fastballs.
You just want to have competitive at-bats. This game is very difficult. And if you just have goals that you can accomplish, just a normal goal, you can go up there every time and put in your head, I'm going to go out here and compete and make good decisions, hitting and execute how I want to, you'll be successful.
Let's see if he can beat it out as the ball went all the way to the backstop. So, really bad break right there. Wild pitch is what they'll score, so give Gillum his 3rd strikeout of the inning, but in this case, Ryan ends up down at first.
Yeah, it's just a breaking ball down in the dirt. Just gets through the catcher's legs. I mean, very good breaking ball. And I mean, that's tough right there when you have a guy that has stuff that's so good. It's hard to keep that all in front of you. It's just a big breaking ball, probably the best it gets.
Now they've changed the scoring from wild pitch to a pass ball against Wilkie. And here's Hunter Smith, the William & Mary catcher. Singled back in the fourth for his only hit in the game. He is one of the 14 strikeouts registered against this Tribe team. The only hitter who hasn't struck out is a good-looking freshman second baseman McDermott.
Yeah, that pitch didn't miss by much. He seems like he has good feel of both his fastball and his breaking ball. Throw him in a different count. That one wasn't far off.
So 1-1 with a man at first.
You just want to keep simplifying. You want to make the hitters earn everything they get. Giving guys free passes is the easy way out. You want these guys to have to swing the bat, especially when you have stuff as good as Gillum.
Throw back to first. Brian Murphy says his team may try to run a little bit more this year. Last season, really not an aggressive team on the base pass. 38 out of 54 as a team. Pretty good toss over there.
Well, a lot of your concern right now is that breaking ball in the dirt. You don't want that guy to advance to second base. If you're a runner on first base, that's what you're looking for. He has a kind of a tendency to throw that breaking ball that gets lost in the dirt, and that's when you want to advance.
Smith taken. Count evens at 2-2. So a chance for that very unique 4-strikeout inning for the Tigers pitcher Riley Gillum. Two-two pitch. And we'll do it again.
Throws the breaking ball again. Good job just battling this off. You're just fighting at the plate right now, especially with a guy who throws so hard. It's difficult to, you know, get your timing right between that fastball and the slow breaking ball.
Tigers playing the first of 8 straight at home to start out the campaign. 2-2 pitch. And that one almost caught the visor. So a full count. That'll put the runner at first. Patrick Ryan on the move with the delivery.
Yeah, the runner's going to be moving. You just got to get that ball in quickly if you're a defender, especially in the outfield. Any type of, you know, single that's not right at you, he's definitely going to go to third. And you don't want to give up a double where he could score.
Three-two pitch with a runner going in the air to left, but camping under it and putting it away is the Tigers left fielder Drew Wharton, and that'll do it for William & Mary here in the 10th. They leave a runner 4-4 here at Doug Kingsmore.